Good morning, everyone. You join me at the newest field with the new tractor, and we're going to try to plant a little bit of kern. Just a little bit. Hopefully a lot. God, we need the money. So, yeah, that's the plan for today, is to make a little bit of money. We need to cut a little bit more grass to give to our new cows. So we got cows, and we need to find a way to transport some goat milk and make a little bit of money, because we've got a lot, and I would like to get something done and make a decent amount of money. How fast is this going to pull this? Now, the Stera does not have, as you can tell, as much power as the torpedo. So I've been kind of going back and forth, like, did I really want this, or have I made the biggest mistake? And also, the reason you guys haven't had an episode in a little bit is, well, I failed recording 3 different videos. I kept messing up the sound, so Transport Fever has some fun things that I did a whole, like, 2-hour thing on, and you guys don't get to see any of it. So that's not good. So, oh boy, this tractor. Come on, guy. You can do it. Just pull. Just please pull. That's all I ask. Why are you in the high side? Look, you go down a range and all of a sudden you work, huh? Almost like you shouldn't plant in high gear. It's just a mystery of modern science, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna try to plant in the highest of gears. So yes, we won't be doing that. Now, I don't know exactly how big this field actually is. Do I need to split a range again? There we go. Yeah, there you go. Just stay in low 5, and you've got all the RPM. You've got you've got RPM. You've got speed. It's good. But yeah, I don't know how big this field actually is, so let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics. And we are, sowing time is here. Do we show sown hectares? Oh, there we go. So we'll be looking at that going forward. Now, don't you range split on me. Just stay in 5th. No need to go to 6th. Look there. Look how easy you work when you're not just jamming through the gears all the time. No, stay in 5th. I know better than you, me. I think that's probably something they should implement in the game. Like, unless, I don't know how you would program it, but basically, if you are setting a speed, and the speed is, if your cruise control speed is at 9, and we're hovering around 8 or 9, and we're not gaining RPM, we're not losing RPM, and we're not gaining speed, we're not losing speed, maybe, just maybe, don't increase it to the next gear. Like, that's trust me, use the revs. It'll be fine. Now, there is a pretty cool mod that somebody is working on, and I'm interested to see how it plays out. If I can find images of it, I'll post it here, like on screen now, if I can find them. If I can't, I'll try to describe it the best I can. Basically, they're making it to where the plants for like corn and a few other crops plant more realistically. So whenever you do like you're planting, like this is the wrong texture for corn going in. Like this should be like individual little rows that you can see, but it follows a more natural path instead of the standard like the terrain angle, which is the angle that we're snapped to here. So we basically have 0, 90, 180, 270, 360 in our ranges here. This one might be in the quarters. Yeah, so this has got in the quarters, so it's 8 direction. for your planting look. And the way that this mod works is anywhere that you go with the planter, it leaves the trail like it would in real life. And I think that that's extremely cool, and I'm super excited to see that come out. I don't know if it's going to be map specific or if it's a scripting kind of thing or something else. Hopefully it does end up taking off, and then Giants can go, hey, we can actually, you know, do this thing and make it more realistic. Because I think we're past the point in this game's life cycle, not just FS22, but, you know, the series as a whole, where each one of these lines represents the status of a crop, its fertilization rate, has it been tilled, plowed. Like, these are info layers that it has to save, and we're seeing games do a lot more dynamic stuff. So if you see games like, well, ACC, I know you guys don't like me playing my racing game on the channel, but if you see things like that where the tarmac becomes used over time, you get more rubber down, or if it rains, there's a trail in the rain that you can follow, and you have to hit puddles to cool down your tires and stuff like that. It's more dynamic. These are not just things that are consistent. Now, like the puddles, they're consistent with the track because the tracks are laser scanned, and you know, you're going to have a hole somewhere or a divot for water to collect, and that's, you know, part of that kind of simulation. But the dynamic effects of everything, I think, we're kind of like there. I think we're there in this kind of game where we might start to see this info layer kind of deal go away for something that's more dynamic. Now, I don't know what that looks like on the programming side. I'm not a programmer, but I would like to see that you know, kind of upscale into the simulation. I'm more of the ACC mindset for this game, where, you know, it's a simulation that you can have fun with. Like, let's face it, in Assetto Corsa, the first game, you can go drifting and everything like that, and you can also do serious racing. So I'd like to see that be kind of pushed here, is you can use this as a tool to teach with, would be pretty good, I think. You know, I had one of my old co-workers, he reached out to me about the Pumps and Hoses DLC. Hey, is this a tool that a person could use? And I tried to explain it to him. You know, yeah, you could do it. You would just have to make some maps and stuff like that, and it's probably more than what they wanted to dedicate resources to, and I understand that. Or maybe it would be better for the shifting in this game if you could quickly change from manual to automatic. Like, I like shifting in the fields, and I would like it to stay there. Like right now, I'm just bouncing back and forth on it. But like when I'm out doing, you know, karting and stuff like that, I don't want to shift then. I just want to hit the gas and go. Maybe because I'm a lazy, entitled millennial, but it be what it be. Another thing I'd like to see is, you know, if we're using auto steer, that's one thing. You know, it's going to keep you in track pretty well. But when we're not, like we are right now, I don't even have to turn the wheel. Like, there's no dynamics in the driving portion of this game, and I think that hurts a lot. And I honestly believe that's why they have the speed limits for a lot of the equipment set so high. Like, I don't know about you guys, I wouldn't be pulling this planter at 9 miles an hour. Again, I've pulled things way too fast, and it's violent, where this is just, you know, another day in the field, really. And I get, you know, yeah, you want to do more with less time and everything like that. Like, I get that, because I mean, we've seen me use, I'm out of fertilizer, so let's go ahead and get this back up to the store and get some fertilizer and some seed. But yeah, I'd like to see something where I actually have to do something instead of basically just set the equipment on go and set the cruise control. I think that would be pretty nice to see. I hope this is enough, because this is the last of the fertilizer that Pilot bought. And I'm hoping that this will go well. Probably won't. I could probably... Oof. I can fix this usage. And because we have the tech of the very large soil sample machine, we just take a little swiggity swooty and then send it off. And there we go. I bet you that my amount of fertilizer use will go down, or it will increase by a lot. That was... I've made the dumb. Well, at least one part of this field will be really, really good. One day, I will learn how to play this game correctly. Today is not that day. I think another thing I'd love to see is actual dynamic displays. Like, you get so much information from screens in like a modern farm that it would be interesting. Like, I know it would be hard, but we already know what direction in this field I'm facing. I'm not asking for like a very detailed map or anything. Just, here's a wireframe map, which all of the things have. Here's what you're currently doing, which we can see that we're currently doing. Just basically make the map to that with a little bit more information. I think that would be amazing for gameplay, but I doubt it'll ever happen. I think we're gonna just have enough. I hope. I think we're gonna make it. I missed a little bit. You go back around here for this last little guy. Good enough for government work. There we go. So, just barely enough. Hopefully, we can make back some other money today. What I'm going to do is, of course, we're going to cut some grass. I'm going to use the Belarus on the mower this time, and we're going to put this guy on the windrower. And hopefully, the update that was done works for Follow Me mod, because I was told that there was an update, and I was told that everything is fixed and working now. So hopefully, things are fixed and working now. I hear it. Where's it at? I've just seen it. I'm telling you, there's something weird. There is something weird about this farm. Alright, so the goal of this run is going to be mainly to make money for a bunker silo. So we're just going to do long strips and get this kind of opened up. I'd like to put the bunker silo somewhere around the small cow barn, and I'd like it to be a pretty decent sized one for every time else that we are going to do silage. So Peterbilt is back helping me today. He did not get a fair shake the last time that we did this. So hopefully everything's going to go well. Everything is going to go well. Now we will, as always, keep our setbacks from the road the best that we can. I'm not too worried about mowing like directly around the barn. I've got a pretty decent idea of where I want to go. How much land do we own over here? We own a pretty good chunk, right over to field 35 on the other side of this hill. So let's go just as far as we can go. And we will hopefully make this just pretty easy. I want this to be relatively quick and easy today. I would like to just bank a bunch of grass into everything so we can get ahead. Have a little bit of money in our pockets and get that silage pile going. And we need a way to transport goat milk. I'd almost forgot about that. We have a ton of cash just sitting there. It's ready for us to take. We just need a way to transport it. But the tankers are like 25 grand. So I think we might go tanker first, then silage pit. Because I can feed the cows. Yeah, they wouldn't be too productive on just hay and grass. But I'm not too worried about it for the next little bit. They're new to us, so they'll be fine for a little bit. Let's yeah, I think that's probably the better bet. And for those wondering, the cornfield was roughly 7 acres. I almost forgot about that. I think those 2 trees right there are our property line, so let's kind of respect that a little bit. We'll hug just to this side of it, give a little bit away here, but we've got some pretty decent strips going on. This is going to go pretty well today. I've got a good feeling. Plus, we're laying an absolute carpet of grass, so I can't complain none. Hello, cows. Look at our cows. I love them. I love having animals. Oh yeah, this is probably our biggest cut, for sure. We're definitely going to make some money today. Okay, so we've got all this area cleaned up. The road going in, I think I want it kind of right there where it's at. So let me go change around some equipment. And Peterbilt is doing such a good job, we're going to try to let him do some carting. Okay, I know the time has went by here a little bit, but I did TED that entire thing. So we are good to go. For that, I'm going to get swung around here. We're going to put Peterbilt back in the cab of this thing. And we're going to see if this works. So, hopefully, if I hit Control F, right Control F, and I put it over to the side. We want it probably 5 meters over. Does it work now? Now this is where it would mess up before. Oh, they added little step increments. That's good. Well, Mr. The Built, let us see if this is gonna work today. Just got to be mindful of the trees right here. There we go. Now, will this do the job it was made to do? Oh my God, we're doing a thing. We need to slow down a little bit. Let's keep it at about 11. I think that's good enough. So hopefully, the way that this is supposed to work is it's going to fill up this one, and then it'll go back to the second one, and we won't have to touch anything. I won't have to get Peterbilt to drive up here or anything, and it should just work. Insert Todd Howard. Guys, have I done something that works? Oh my goodness gracious. Now when this is full, just switch over. I know you can do it. You've got the reach. You've got the power. Keep me being a happy fella. Come on, you can do it. And yes. Yes, look at that. So much faster than what we had before. That's just awesome. Getting work done. We are getting the work done. The Stera needs a little bit more horsepower. It kind of struggles getting up to speed. So we might look at doing an engine upgrade. I don't think they're too expensive for this. Now, if only we could have got this to work without spending $55,000 on a tractor and this thing and everything else that's went wrong. We could have really been on to something. We spent a ton of money that I was kind of, sort of, trying to save for, well, harvester heads and cotton pickers and everything else. All right, first load ready to go. Oh, she's on the big smoke parade today. And that was 65. Okay, so let me pop in the shop here real quick and let's see what that engine upgrade is going to cost, because I think we really do need it. It was struggling on the planter. It was struggling with these. This is not a powerhouse tractor. This is a small framed, bigger tractor, I think is the right way to put it. It's not a powerhouse by any means. The torpedo was a lot of engine. This is not a lot of engine. Yeah, let's go from 150 to 210 horsepower with just $7,000. That's super cheap for what we've got going on. I'm really starting to miss our truck. I'm gonna be completely honest. We need to get back in that thing. I said that we would buy it back at some point. I wish it was on sale, but it's just not right now. I want to say it's like $90,000. Yeah, it's $90,000. That would help out a lot with, well, transporting and everything else. I understand why we got rid of it, but there's times I'm like, God, I miss it. We're gonna get that back for sure. Oh yeah, that was a big help. It's able to keep up now. So let's try to give it a little bit more speed here. Every mile an hour that we can go without that thing absolutely not being able to keep up is less time for other things. So it looks like we're gonna have to spend $25,000 on a tanker to sell the milk. If we had the truck, it would be a lot cheaper. That's all I'm saying. But outside of that, there are other things that we can do. Please keep up. I know, I turned and I got you confused. But yeah, $25,000 for the tank for, well, I guess we could do water and milk with that, as it is a two-part thing. So we can sell our little AB, I think is what it's called, and get into that tank. I think that helps, because that's like $1,000 by its lonesome. Yeah, let's do that. I think that makes the most amount of sense. Alright, I do believe that is the second trailer load. Let me go drop this off. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Next load should definitely fill everything up. And last load of the day. Oh my god, we're gonna have a little bit left over for once. Well, there's still some out in the field, so we'll use that for our animals, and the extra money is going to go toward, like, fertilizer and hopefully a spreader at some point. God, we need a spreader so bad. And skinny tires. We need so much stuff. Okay, that brings us up to 31. Now, I'm going to run this stuff back down to the farm, and I'll run back up here with either this or the Belarus, and we'll get the milk thing and sell the little ABI tanker. I was quietly reminded somewhere in the back of my head that we had another tank mod installed that was a little bit cheaper. So that's what we're going to get. I'll run up there and then we'll take a look at it. There we go. Got $2,500 back on our little tank. Now this here is for the future proofing. This is a mod. It's called like the Lizard 40 tank, I think is what it is. It's under trailers whenever you go and look it up. And it holds 40,000 liters. So we should be good on both water transport and milk transport for a while. And the main reason for wanting to get this is it comes in a set. So we'll be able to use this for pesticides and liquid fertilizers whenever we get to that chance. And we can double it up with a support truck as well. So that will be pretty useful going forward, I do believe. And that brings us to the Rock of Standing, where we are done for the day. We got a lot of stuff done. Corn planted, we got fields mowed, we got money. Again, we're not broke, and it looks like tomorrow might be the harvest day, possibly, for the canola in the field over there. So that would be a pretty good hit for us, and whatever else we can get done. I do believe we've got. Let's see here. What all do we have? We've got sunflower in these 2 fields. Barley. What is this? Oats in this one. And then our canola. So hopefully we'll make a big chunk of change. But that is where I'm going to leave it at for today. If you guys want to watch another video, the one on the left should be the most recent new one, and the other one on the right should be something else for you guys to enjoy from the channel. So thank you all again for watching. Bye for now.